saying hello to the Easeway family. We are doing another Meet Our Members interview with another very skilled expert in what his expertise is. And his expertise is in technology and different modalities. And you can go to his Easyway Wall of Fame profile if you want to get connected with him after you learn more about Dr. Harvey Lumstein, which is a new gold member, and he's a PhD, an entrepreneur, business consultant, and has over 30 years experience with his clinical practice, 40 years of business experience, and I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. So we're anxious to introduce you guys to our new official gold member. Thank you to Dr. Grant for the introduction. Dr. Harvey Lumstein, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Eric. How about you?
Fantastic, fantastic. So people are going to be coming into your profile and learning more about you, Dr. Lumstein. So let's just go ahead and pretend like you're talking to them and welcoming them and letting them know what they need to learn about you to want to book an appointment with you.
Well, what I tell people is I've been fixing brains for 50 years. And in 1985, I started using magnetics and electricity. And suffice it to say that Western medicine just caught up with me around 2020. And in 2018, I learned that what I was doing was basically normalizing or putting back into homeostasis the microbiome. What that does is it treats the cause of illness at its source. And that source is the gut. And everything is connected to the gut. I made that connection in 1991. And the thing about it is, if your gut is inflamed, your brain is inflamed, your heart's inflamed, and your liver is inflamed. All of those are very bad. Mostly, though, if your liver's not working, it means that your gut's not working. And so people really, they have a constellation of symptoms that are kind of common to people that have injuries that they have these kinds of illnesses. And I talk about autoimmune problems where they've got chronic fatigue, or they've got chronic pain, or they're losing the mobility of their joints. They've got outbreaks on their skin. And we have more of that now than we did 10 years ago. And we're going to have more in 10 years than we have now. Why is that? Because our environment is just toxic. And it's not only what we eat, and that's bad, but what we breathe, what we drink. And the problem is that you can handle things like this if your liver works. That's the way God made us. God made us in a way that we can get rid of all of this stuff. We can get rid of it through the kidneys. We can get rid of it through the gut. But the body also has other ways of detoxifying. One is through your skin, and the other one is breathing. And one of the things you notice in people who are sick, and many of them don't know just how sick they are, but they don't breathe well. When they breathe from the top of their chest rather than from their gut. If you breathe from your top of your chest, your lungs can't expand because the rib cage is there. It's really not made to go in and out. But by breathing from your belly, it pushes the diaphragm up, and that inflates your lungs. The same way with sweating. People will say, well, I sweat. Well, but they don't sweat underneath their underarms or between their legs, which is where the lymph system dumps everything. So it becomes a cascade of events, and you have to go back and you've got to fix the problem And you have to fix it in stages so that people get better and stay better. In essence, that's what I do.
Wow. Well, that sounds like you really know your stuff, obviously. And if you guys want to learn more about Dr. Harvey Limstein and you want to get connected with him, there'll be an appointment button right here that you'll be able to book an appointment. You can also click on the connect button and you can go right to his social network profile and click on message and reach out to him and say hello. As you can see, we've already had a little bit of a chat there. But no, that's very interesting information, and thank you for letting us know that the gut and the liver and the kidney is the really important parts. And love to know more about, on a home remedy perspective, what people at home could do if they have, let's just say, a weak gut or a weak kidney or a weak liver. What are some of the home remedies, the best ways to strengthen those vital organs?
The first thing you should do is quit eating processed food.
Mm.
That's the first thing you should do. Secondly, you should look around your house. Depending on the age and where you live, mold has become a problem. Mold basically used to be a problem in Louisiana and in Florida and places where it was wet and hot. But due to global warming, we're seeing the mold migrate north, and we're seeing mold show up in buildings, in houses, in cars, any place where it's wet. So that's another thing we can do. The other one is healthy water. I don't know where people live, but in general, unless you live in a large metropolitan area like Dallas, and you've got a certificate that your water is clean, it isn't. It's not clean. But if you can, you should get water. Now, the problem is we have water that's in plastic bottles. And you'll find out that you have plastic floating around inside of you. I will tell you also that when a little baby is born, the little baby has 220 forever chemicals floating around in their little bodies. And that comes from mom. It's folks, we have to do it all. This isn't something that's just going to go away. It's going to take a lot of work, but you can get better. We have a program that can get you better. It's basically a 3-month. It costs you around $100 a month. And if it doesn't work, you get your money back.
Wow.
I can't make it any easier than that.
Oh, totally. Well, yeah, you guys definitely need to, I'm going to go ahead and change the background here to the Meet Our Members background. Thank you to the Better Vision for Children organization sponsoring Meet Our Members. And you guys need to book an appointment now and learn more. This sounds like some very interesting and informative information. And this is a good teaser on how important it is to be aware of this type of stuff. And I know you and Dr. Grant have a unique technology that allows people to scan and really learn if they're dealing with any of this type of stuff. Talk a little bit about that.
I met Dr. Grant in December, and as soon as I saw the scan, I said, I'm in. I was willing to go back and practice because of what it can do. And it really takes a look at what's happening in your body today and what has happened. So sometimes we see people who have an inflammatory process going on in their body and they don't even know it. It becomes what we call metabolic syndrome. And as we say in Texan, you ain't sick, but you're fixing to be sick.
Mm.
And the best thing to do is to stop that before you become a diabetic, or you have a heart problem, or you have a liver problem.
Mm.
You want to be able to stay disease-free as long as you can, because once you become a diabetic, you are always a diabetic. You may have your diabetes controlled, and we can do that. We can do that in 3 months, and we can guarantee that you'll have a hemoglobin A1C of 6.4 or less, which is what they call pre-diabetic. But once you get over that, it starts, when your blood sugar goes up, it starts doing damage to the eyes, the kidneys. And you can think that you've got it beat because your hemoglobin A1C is 6.4 or 6.5. But if you're doing that with insulin, and folks, let me tell you, insulin is a two-edged sword. It can kill you just like it can save your life. These are things these are things your local doctor doesn't tell you. I'm going to tell you because at my age, I don't care anymore. I'm tired of seeing people that are sick. I'm tired of seeing people die from kidney disease. Notice how much stage 4 kidney disease and all of the medicines they have for it. Well, they're not going to put medicines out there at all unless they've got a market, because they
These are
cost a
all
lot
things
of
that
money.
these are all things that you and Dr. Grant can fix and can cure and remedy, pretty much.
We can give you back your health. We can't give you back your years, but we can give you back your health. There are people out there who can give you back your years if you want to go through that torture. But I mean, then you look, you like what's that lady's name? Who's 50 some odd years old and she's still dancing, and she plays. I'm trying to think of her name. Gorgeous woman, but she spends 6 hours a day in the gym. Most people aren't going to do that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us today and giving our members a chance to get to know you a little bit more and your skill set. And as you can see, this interview is live right here on your profile, so people will be able to go directly to what you have going on. And all you have to do is give people that link. And if you guys want to get in touch with Dr. Harvey Lumstein, just click on the appointment button, the connect button, or the buy now button, and get directly in touch with him, to create an appointment, to create a session. I've worked with Dr. Grant, which is partners with Dr. Harvey, and they know their stuff. So it's great to have you guys on board. Looking forward to doing a lot more to help our Easy Way members, to help our community get healthier and happier.
That's the plan, Eric, and that's what we're all here to do.
Yes, sir. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I'm Eric Zulli. We're Meet Our Members with Doc. We give you a chance to meet Dr. Harvey Lumstein a little bit more. And please click the appointment button and get in touch with him. And it was a pleasure getting to know you a little bit. Thank you for being on Meet Our Members, Dr.
And
Harvey.
I'm looking forward to meeting the other fellow members. Okay. How'd that come out?